we go over driver swing, setup, ball position, but we're really going to focus on path and club face today. You know, a lot of people slice the golf ball, probably why we're all here today. So we're really going to work on path, getting back to the golf ball, but more importantly, getting the toe and marrying that club face with the nice new path that we're going to create today. So we got a few drills, but first we're going to go over setup, and I'll go through with everybody individually once we get going. We're making sure we're getting to the good setup, but we're really going to focus on path back to the golf ball today, and more importantly, getting the club through impact and driving that ball out there as far and as high as we can every single time with the consistency that we're looking for. And for driver and driver only, we're going to take one big step away from the golf ball, leaving the ball just inside our left heel. So driver obviously is the longest club in our bag, so it's going to need the most time to square up, so we're going to put it up the furthest. Should have had you guys get tees, but if you look at my tee for just a reference point, we're going to move about half the golf ball over the crown of the club for the ball position on the ground, and then the ball position compared to the height of the driver. We wanted about crown, equator of the ball over the crown of the club for the proper height of the tee. So we get into that good setup. Now we're going to take a deep breath. Again, we want to release the tension in our arms. We want to try to make the biggest, longest swing possible for driver. Trying to again, create that good swing arc, getting that club working back to the golf ball, and more importantly, we're going to turn and drive through the golf ball. So doing a really good job, getting that club nice and square going back. We're going to put the club, kind of push it away. We don't want to rotate it open. If you're watching from the back here, having that club a little bit more square going back. We do not want that club face ever to rotate open in the backswing. Trying to keep it nice and square to slightly closed. Every single takeaway, perfect. So that club should almost be pointed to the ground on the takeaway. We don't want it anywhere near the sky as the club is going back. Doing a really good job pushing that club away. Giving yourself that nice visual, that nice checkpoint. Having that club nice and square. And we're just hinging to the top. Getting that club into a great position at the top of the swing. Get another checkpoint for you. The club should be facing over your head, kind of out in front towards your neighbor. And then from there, we're just turning and facing our target, letting that club come through. Again, this is the only club we're not going to try to hit the ground. We want that club to kind of bottom out right behind the golf ball, have that good path, and then kind of work up at impact and really turn and launch the ball out there. Every other clinic we've done, every other shot we've done, we've been trying to get down to the ground, get everything over in front of the golf ball. Driver and driver only is unique, and we can almost be a little bit more centered and turn and launch that ball up in the air. Really trying to get as much height and as much distance as we can through impact. And now the very important part, that good path, getting that club back to the golf ball. Now we want to make sure that club face, the outside of the club is called the toe of the club is getting back to the golf ball. Doing a great job with Pat keeping it square coming back, and we'll make sure it's coming back square. And then as we're turning and rotating, that club is working through the golf ball, and that outside of the club is getting through the ball and getting to that good finish. So if we come through and that outside of the club, that toe is trailing, that club's gonna be wide open, and that's where most people slice the golf ball, and it goes way over to the right, and you're seeing what the neighbors are having for lunch or dinner. So again, starting from the kind of the beginning, feet together, ball in the middle of our stance, one big step away. Moving that ball a little bit more forward in our stance, good. Pushing the club away, nice and square going back, hinging to the top. And now we're really working on that path down, turning our body, rotating through, getting that toe back to the ball. Toe-ball relationship, very, very important, especially with driver. And then as we turn and finish, that club's getting away from us in the follow through, perfect. And that toe is leading through impact, leading through the follow through. And I do appreciate it. Sold out clinic today in just a few hours. I really do appreciate everybody. Thank you so much.